Aries, how you doing? Did you get that rock foundation in place last week? Did you get things into? Oh, looks like you did. Look at that. You got a lot of nurturing going on, good ideas, and a call to action. Welcome to the Astroflower family meeting for Aries. If you're already part of the family, welcome back. If you want to be part of the family, you just need to subscribe and click that bell. There's loads of links in the description below. Here's the relationship, emotional sort of side of the Astroflower. This is the money side of the Astroflower. Overall energy going through you. And this is the karmic messages for this week. We have a competition on Instagram. And I will be giving you a keyword during this reading where you can, once you're subscribed here, you can go over and follow us on Instagram. And you will be able to be put in the bag to have a win a free reading with myself or a healing session with myself. There you go. Let's just crack straight on in there. Also, we're going to be doing a reading for the solstice as well, which is an all signs coming out on Monday. Let's just get what's going on with the overall energy that's flowing through you. I want to see what's going on with this Aries. It's like a... It's like a cliff face that's advancing through you. It's like a barrier there's no going through it. It's really solid. And there's that switching point in the middle, and then the outcome, which is this petal here, looks like it will be, it's almost building up against, it's bringing you up to a higher level. Let's put it that way. That's what it seems like. Okay, let's get what the overall energy here are. The Knight of Swords. After the complication that might have had a lot of questions for you last week, this week here is just kind of those questions have calmed down and you can finally move on a little bit in life. It's like, I don't know if you've ever driven in traffic in the centre of a town, and there's moments where the traffic light changes and it all becomes free flowing again for a little bit. That's what it seems like. It seems like a volcano that's let go of the pressure, and that's what it's sort of saying here. Is sort of saying when it's free flowing, when it starts moving, get ready to move. That's what it's sort of saying here. I think it's more on your financial side, but we'll see. Let's see what's going on your relationship side. Last week you had the Empress in there, and this week you've got the Seven of Pentacles. So it seems to be pushing everything round. So I think you had this last week as well, that nurturing of the people that are around you. And it's like as if you've cycled up the hill and you started going down the hill, so you're building up a bit of speed, cycling still, going down the hill. And now it's a case of just allowing the bicycle to free flow. And that's what it seems to be like. So nurturing your balance, your comfort, and that sort of thing. I think it's more nurturing your home life more than anything else. Let's see how the universe is sort of guiding that sort of aspect there. This is part of that cliff face, that wall that the universe is helping to set up, sort of saying, no, we're not going back there. We're pushing forward. We're moving on. Yeah, it looks very defined. Being a leader doesn't necessarily mean you have to be nice to everyone all the time. That doesn't necessarily mean a good leader. Unfortunately, sometimes you've got to make the decisions that other people are not, they're not, they can't make those decisions. And Aries, you can. You've got that authority. You've got that persona to make those sort of decisions. And I think the universe is trying to help you to make certain decisions. Yeah, Chariot, look at it, it's really pushing in quite hard. It seemed like that because it was literally, it was one face. And I think this is gonna, we were talking about the 7 of Wands, did you have the 7 of Wands? No, you didn't have the 7 of Wands, sorry. I thought you had the 7 of Wands last week. But yeah, it's bringing in that authority, which is going to make victories, going to make you stand out within your relationships, just because of the way you position yourself, like allowing that bicycle to move on. So everyone's kind of going, how does he go forward? How do they go forward without pedaling? Oh, they've done the work. And they're positioning themselves, and it's really pushing things on very, very quickly on there. So the universe is sort of saying, no, there's no going back. It's all going forward, as I said earlier on. And it seems to be coming in quite quickly. It's going to make you feel like you're winning in life a lot within your relationships. Let's see how the guides are trying to influence that sort of karmic message or that karmic path. They are backing up the universe. They're playing straight tangent. You know, it's like the universe is like the white horse and your guide is like the black horse. They're really working together in order for you to get there. And they're reiterating the whole sort of thing of moving forward. Trust it, move it forward. Apply that regulation. So fair and honest rules and regulations are the way forward. Strength card, look at that. This is really, really powerful, Aries. This is really powerful. Liking it very much. Liking it very much. Very powerful. There's no going back here. The universe, these two here are playing in together. I think they're going to push you on. I think it's going to make you feel very secure within your home, within your family, within the relationships around you. If you're not feeling that, within your family, I think it's a case of nourishing that idea of, yeah, I have standards. And you will then find community and friends and family around you. If you position yourself like that, you really will this week. Let's see how the guides are trying to influence that conversation that is within you. Okay, so they're trying to say to you, take your time. And I think it's a case where he's sort of saying, take your time, because you can trust in those universe and those guides that are actually doing a lot of the work behind you. All you've got to do is nurture it slowly. It's like, as I say, on that bicycle, just pedaling occasionally just to keep that sort of, you know, speed up and constant. And it's, yeah, so King of Wands, look at that. Chariot, strength, King of Wands. It is with the 7 of Pentacles. It is phenomenally strong relationship side of life for you. You know, you've got 2 lions in there as well, with the King of Wands and the Strength card. The King of Wands is actually, that's the lion that is behind it. They're backing each other up here. I think everything is working within your direction in order to make your home life or your general life a lot more secure and sound. Let's see what's going on the financial sort of side. I think this ties into the overall energy a lot more. Now you have the space, you can allow those light bulb moments or those ideas come to the surface with a very childlike passion based upon understanding. So basically, if you've been running a business or doing you've got a particular career path or doing a job, you'll know how that job works, or you know how your business works. Then according to that understanding of how things work, you should know how to be able to push your career or your business in a certain direction, or your projects. And this is going to have to come from, you know, sort of childlike ideas of enjoyment, of understanding, basically, and allowing that to carry your business or your career path from one side to another. But it's moving on quite quickly with that Knight of Swords as well, because you've got the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. You know, it'd be interesting if you got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords out there somewhere. You'd have the whole royal family. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence that sort of path, that understanding. This is this wall here as well. Okay, so you've got, you tend to work hard, Aries, work hard, and you tend to be very accountable for what you do. And here, if you've got that accountability within you, that means you've got a certain foundation you don't really need to concentrate on. And now it's bringing in other stuff that's sort of helping you to be a lot more, you know, not going backwards, looking forward. So it's developing those ideas, basically. Justice, having that balance within you. So this is it. It's understanding that you've got that foundation within you. If you don't have a job, then basically this is the moment to call for action. So you can have ideas of what sort of job you want. Opportunities can be provided for you, but don't just be just and honest with yourself about the future. If you've already got a job and you've got your business, this is more a case of using those bright ideas here to make progressive forward paths that's going to bring stability and a lot more assurance within your financial sort of side of life. And that's what's working on this week, but you're going to have to strike at the moment that it needs to be struck. As I was saying earlier on about how, you know, traffic in the city, how you've got to, like, when it starts moving, you've got to really start moving. Let's see how the guides is trying to influence that karmic path. All fresh ideas are good ideas. So here they're sort of they're like beach combing for ideas, your guides. Kind of go, oh, look what I found, look what I found. What do you think of that? You know, you can quite happily throw it away. Just make sure it's happiness, or it leaves you in a very balanced and stable position. And I think this is where you guys are just, you've got the Page of Wands. Very young things going on here. Definite possibility of a new beginning. Completely new beginning. Even if it's within your job that you're in, it's the possibility of a real career advancement. New ideas, childlike, and yeah, and it's like good. All new ideas are good ideas to even just examine. Because that's when you might need to move. So actually that idea is brilliant. Let's go for it. Okay. So this is really interesting. Look at that. On that side there, it's as solid as a rock. And this side here, it's really vibrant and lot of movement going on. This here has got movement in that Chariot, but that Chariot is more sort of because you're moving forward. And rather than actual real movement, it's just like sort of saying you can't go back because that cliff face is pushing you forward. So you're just being secure. And this, I think this is the money side is the side to really sort of like explore within your jobs. Let's just see how the guide's trying to influence that conversation that is within you. Very sociable. It's almost as if they're helping you to deal with the general, with the people that are around you within your money world, in order for those ideas and those activities, that new change to come through. So it's just talking to people, sort of saying, yeah, no problem, do that. Or, yeah, maybe we should do that, should we? Okay, let's do that. And then you can then get back to your ideas. It's almost as if it's allowing you to just say the right things, and it'll help you feed that sort of like, that sort of thing. Yeah, emotionally detached from the outside world. That's a good idea. If you want these things to come through, you do need to be emotionally attached, and you need to apply that Knight of Swords. I think that's really good. There's a lot of, look at it, you've got Three of Swords, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, the Justice has got her sword as well. very, very clear cut for you, I think, this week, Aries. And yeah, so your guides in there, I would just go along with them. Don't get emotionally involved in it at the moment with the outside world, because obviously there's things afoot that you need to qualify before you can apply them. Okay, let's just see the overall outcome. I think everybody's had a very sociable, they're going to have a very sociable week. Could be the summer months in the Northern Hemisphere, could be playing a part of it. But it's also building up to that solstice, which we will be doing an all signs reading on Monday on this channel, which you'd have to subscribe and click that bell to get the notifications on. This is what's going on there. It's like you're being very sociable and people asking you to be emotionally attached to the world around you. And it's almost as if you're sort of saying, yeah, I can, but not just yet. I think it backs up that side. And I think this side here is going to be a lot more important in that inner conversation than you. And I think it's going to have a lot more effect on how you do the outcome for the coming week. For the week after that, I think it's going to be, you might have that emotional barrier that does open up, which allows all those good ideas to flow through. But at the moment, work as usual. Yeah, being the master of knowing what you're doing. I think this backs up that whole idea of sort of saying, okay, should we do this? Let's do that. No. Okay, and then you can work on your ideas at the moment. That's what it seems to be coming through. But when the iron is hot, strike. Yeah. So I think the key word for this this reading here this week is strike, as in STRIKE, like a bowling strike, or like striking a hammer. Okay, so that's your keyword if you want to enter into the competition over on Instagram. Really amazing week for you, I think. Very subtle changes. I think it's going to be very dependent upon what the sun does and the energy does in this coming week for the solstice. It's been brewing up this week already, and I think it's ready. It will be ready to blast something in our direction on, it could well be on Sunday or Monday, which could be the 20th, anything between the 20th and 24th, I reckon. But you'll be able to see that on Cymatic TV with our energy updates there. Absolutely beautiful reading for you, Aries. Yeah, if you're part of the Astroflower family, thank you for your support for this channel. It's been very much appreciated. If you want to be part of the Astroflower family, it's very simple. You just need to subscribe and click that bell. In the meantime, you can find out loads of stuff in the links below. Your book is available in the links below as well. And I will see you on Monday for the All Signs solstice reading. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.